Coming up at 4, we are following breaking news. Authorities are sharing conflicting reports after an Immigration and Customs Enforcement agent was involved in a shooting today in Minnesota. Plus, international tensions continue to rise as the U.S. seizes 2 more Venezuelan oil tankers. Find out what officials are saying about the U.S.'s plans to take over the flow and sale of the country's oil. Let's get a live look outside as we get ready for some showers and possible storms tomorrow. Darby, what's going on out there right now?
Out there right now looks pretty good. Today, another beautiful day with near record warmth. As we go into tomorrow, we do have those rain chances. Not going to be as much rain as we need, but we still have the good chance in there. We'll talk more about it coming up.
Live, local, late breaking. This is 4029 News at 4.
Thanks for joining us. I'm LaKyra Banks. And we start with that breaking news. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents were involved in a deadly shooting today in Minnesota. The mayor of Minneapolis says the agent shot and killed a motorist. The mayor says he believes the officer acted recklessly. We'll dive deeper into this story in just a moment. Well, the U.S. military seized 2 more oil tankers today. One was in the North Atlantic and the other near the Caribbean. This comes as the Trump administration detailed a 3-part plan for the future of Venezuela. And the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and U.S. Department of Agriculture released new dietary guidelines today. Its recommendations will now shape the types of food that schools serve, what doctors recommend to patients, and what can be purchased on food stamps. Plus, there are signs of progress in Southern California after the most costly wildfires in U.S. history. The Los Angeles Fire Department has new protocols and tools, including drone technology, to prevent a similar disaster. As authorities adapt, some residents say they're still reeling. All right, well, get out of your city. That's the message from the mayor of Minneapolis today to federal immigration agents after a deadly ICE-involved shooting. The Department of Homeland Security says an ICE agent shot and killed a 37-year-old woman, alleging she was trying to run over the officers with her car. As ABC's Rena Roy reports, the mayor says that's not true.
To ICE.
Well, let's get to a live look outside now. Some of us could see showers tomorrow, maybe even a thunderstorm. 4029 Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee has a look at your Get Ready forecast. And Darby, when can we see the best chances for rain?
Well, we do still have a decent chance for some rain.
Back in with you in a bit. Thank you, Darby. And be sure to stay up to date on those changing weather conditions by downloading our free 4029 News app. Well, we are taking a live look from our nation's capital. The United States seized 2 Venezuelan oil tankers today. This is not the first time that the U.S. has done this. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says the tankers were seized in pre-dawn operations. She says the tankers were either last docked in Venezuela or headed there. She says, quote, the world's criminals are on notice. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington with the details. All right, there's the closing bell. We are watching Wall Street. Wall Street's hot start to the year, cooling a bit. As you can see here, the Dow ending the day in the red, down 466 points. As for the NASDAQ Composite, in the green, gaining 37 points, and the S&P 500 losing nearly 24 points on the day. Now looking at our local stocks of interest, Walmart in the red, down $1.62. Tyson Foods gained nearly a quarter, and J.B. Hunt down $1.72. And also all red for other natural state stocks. ArcBest down $2.95. Dillard's ending the day down $2.45. And Murphy USA losing 37 cents. Well, turning to this now, January is Human Trafficking Prevention Month, and the Department of Homeland Security reports there are more than 27 million victims. One Fayetteville organization that provides services for refugees and immigrants is implementing a new program to help anyone who's being trafficked. Canopy NWA opened its survivor services to the community, providing case management for victims of trafficking. The executive director says that this program was much needed in Northwest Arkansas.
Partners both locally and nationally identified a gap for case management services here in West Arkansas, and found that we were uniquely suited to fill that need.
So she says that all services remain confidential. Depending on eligibility, survivors can access their employment program, entrepreneurship program, and other services to get the help they need. If you suspect that a loved one is being trafficked, call the number that you see right there on your screen. The House Oversight Committee holds a hearing on accusations of fraud and misuse of federal funds in Minnesota. Coming up on 4029, officials' response to the investigation that could upend the lives of hundreds of thousands of families.
Nick Reiner is not guilty of murder. Print that.
Plus, another delay in the Reiner murder case, why a judge put the arraignment on hold for a second time. Let's get a live look outside. Tomorrow will be an impact day as we watch for the chance of showers and possible storms for some of us. Your 7-day forecast is coming up. But before we go, let's get that look ahead to tomorrow. 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee has our bus stop forecast. The House Oversight Committee held a hearing today. Now, this was on accusations of fraud and misuse of federal funds in Minnesota. It comes as the White House freezes $10 billion in federal child care funds to 5 states run by Democrats. ABC's Rena Roy has more on why this is happening and what this means for American families. We're taking a live look outside as we watch for the possibility of rain arriving in our area later tonight. 4029 Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee has your forecast. So Darby, it'll get colder as we head towards the weekend.
Yeah, you know, the weekend's looking quite a bit chillier, and
you know what, Darby, it might actually be nice to see some of those cooler temperatures. Thank you. And stay with us. We do have more weather and news coming up. So next on 4029, Americans have been enjoying some of the lowest gas prices in years. But could the situation in oil-rich Venezuela change that? We'll take a look at the possible scenarios and what it all means for consumers. Plus, it has been 1 year since the historic wildfires in Southern California burned down thousands of homes. In our next half hour, while some see progress, others are expressing frustration. And we are taking a live look outside now where rain could impact your Thursday morning plans. 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee has an early look at your forecast in our next half hour.
As a school system, this is kind of a hands-tied sort of situation.
And coming up a bit later at 5 o'clock, parents express concerns over a new club at a local high school. Why they say some students might not be safe.